My science fair project is on sanitizer versus soap.
Elephant toothpaste.
So, it was about Wi-Fi.
I tested surfaces for germs.
My project's about shampoo and what kind of shampoo would work the best.
It's a volcano that I made of wood and cardboard and paper mache.
This is my big question. Can slime really glow in the dark?
My science fair project was testing reaction time with catching rulers and being on the phone.
It's about testing taste buds.
My project is called a Squiggle Wiggle Bot.
My science fair project is on elephant toothpaste.
Okay, so I built bridges out of popsicle sticks and straws.
I built a lift out of wood, a motor, a pulley system, and some Hot Wheel track, and a battery.
Basically, I did aerodynamics, and I wanted to test if bigger wings on planes would cause it to fly further.
It's based off of a hydraulic crane that you would see, for example, around big shipping ports, on large cargo vessels.
This is my project. It's about freezing water. My big question is, can water really freeze instantly?
My science fair project is about cake and baking powder, and how does the amount of baking powder affect cake?
My science fair experiment was on a potato gun.
My experiment was if I add more white vinegar, will the rice dance longer and reaction be faster?
My science fair project was on what type of mouthwash works the best.
I chose lava lamp because they're cool and they move. I use food coloring, water, oil, a clear plastic bottle, and Alka-Seltzer. I added one more Alka-Seltzer.
And what did that do?
It made bigger bubbles and it moved faster.
So we had to get bacteria from the mouth, and we had to put them on the petri dishes and put them in the fridge.
The thing that surprised me was that I thought the cupcakes were going to rise way more than what they did. If you want a big change, you'll have to add a lot of baking powder, and it will probably taste really bad if you add that much. So just stick to the recipe.
That is very difficult to get a very short amount of hose at a hardware store.
9-volt batteries do not work with motors.
Really?
They just pull out way too fast.
Well, we put tin foil, a glass baking dish, and a tub of winter hats. So in other words, humans can be part of the problem.
In conclusion, my hypothesis was wrong. The best reaction was when people were talking on the phone with one hand.
Really?
Yeah.
I tested my keyboard, the desk, the toilet seat, the light switch, the back door handle, my split air phone, and the front door switch. There's a lot of bacteria on my laptop, and also it's the same one as the toilet seat, the desk, the cell phone, and the back door handle. It's a bacteria that comes off of our body, like our hands.
I wanted to do this project because I love things that glow in the dark.
Awesome.
I found something interesting.
What?
My bioluminescence. It is when animals and plants have chemicals inside them too, like jellyfish and fireflies and dinoflagellates. And this is my good job sign. This is the one that glows in the dark.
Nice.
They came out here and rubbed their hand on a carpet,
and then I took a swab and rubbed it on their hand and put it underneath the microscope. I found out that soap and water worked better. I expected that sanitizer would work better because it has more rubbing alcohol in it.
I learned I think if I add more baking soda, it might give a better reaction than the vinegar. When I was doing the experiment, when I added the vinegar, all the rice went tucked in together instead of spreading out.
The chemical reaction from yeast and hydrogen peroxide.
I did 3 tests, so I did a 5-minute, a 10-minute, and a 15-minute tests.
More vinegar is a bigger explosion.
I thought it was cool that you can use a toothbrush to make a robot.
It's stuck. It's not stuck anymore.
I decided to do it because I love to draw and I love robots.
It worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. I found that really interesting. As growing up as a kid, I always wanted to do something like this, and I had the opportunity to do it this year.
Well, I thought it was very interesting to do a project like this. I was surprised that it actually worked.
The idea is that they use hydraulic fluid to propel, to push hydraulic cylinders and pistons so that they make the crane go up or down or whatever direction is necessary. My hypothesis was that the more fluid I used in the syringe, the higher this would go up. And it turned out to be correct.
The big wings flew 35 feet and the small wings flew 22 feet. And the compression of the water and the air would push that cork out slowly, and as soon as the cork was pushed out, the water would fly out and then it would shoot away.
And as you can see, there's the food coloring, the orange juice, and the cups.
The whole time it was just orange juice with different colors, and they thought it was all these different drinks.
Apparently. I wanted to see how it would just make their taste buds or their nerves in their taste react to it. And it basically changed, and Maggie thought it was nasty.
I've always been a little bit fascinated by how bridges can stand. But the popsicle stick, we filled up the entire bucket and it didn't break.